Hey friends, so I got my results. Lighting is not my friend today. Anyway, got my result. Well, we already knew the results of my MRI. We knew they weren't great, but the verdict is in. I saw the orthopedic shoulder specialist. He was super nice. Oh my gosh, everybody was really, really nice. I felt like for all that went down, I got in and out of there pretty quickly, which was the better part of my medicalness day. But, so moral of the story is, hey Larry, I have a, bone spur on my shoulder. Apparently this part of your shoulder is supposed to look like this. Mine looks like this. Like it's got this angry snaggle tooth or something on there that has been apparently, according to my doctor, he said you were born with the bone spur. Like there's nothing about that is normal about how my shoulder thing was formed. But then over time, it calcified and just got bigger and bigger and more angry and evil. Freaking. All I could think was like a witch and my days of being tortured by kids growing up calling me a witch. And I'm like, now I got like a witch nail trying to rip me a new one. And so it's just gotten more crooked, whatever. And it is literally tearing at the tendon. And most likely, I'm sorry, not tendons. It is torn in a couple places. They won't know for sure just how bad it is until they get in there. But he said there are two likely scenarios. Well, there are two scenarios. One, he goes in there, he's going to cut off that witch's fingernail. I'm going to ask him if I can keep it because I want to see it. I am going to name it. I like to name all the things that have been evil in my body that get removed. I did not name my tonsils, though. That's weird. Anywho, that's because they were almost first. Sorry, tangents. But so they're going to take off the claw. I'm thinking about naming it Don. I don't know. They're going to take that off. And then they're going to look at the damage. And if it's less than 50% tear, it could just heal on its own. That sounds lovely, I guess. But the more likely scenario is it's an over 50% tear. That's what it's showing, I guess, on the MRI, in which case they will have to stitch it up. Put it all back together. Which I'm like, man, I can't even begin to understand how you would do that. Because I think about when a sweater tears, you know, and you're like, there's all these threads and things. How do you put that back together? I mean, thank God somebody apparently does know how to do that. Because it hurts a lot. And it's hurting a lot right now because, of course, they were in there and they just want to keep moving it and stuff. Multiple people. And I'm like, can you not just take my word for it that pretty much every movement hurts? And the reason why is because that snaggle tooth is any motion I make, it is literally just filing away. So nice of Don. I really think I like Don. I mean, I've known some perfectly wonderful Donalds, but I also know some that are not so wonderful, so I'm thinking that's what I'm going with. So anywho, if they get in there and it's a nasty tear, they will just repair all that. And apparently it's going to be like 4 stabbings, incisions, I don't know. And they'll do their magic, hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. But the difference between the two surgeries, whether it's just sawing off the bone spur or whether it's not sawing, I don't know what they do. They snip it like with nippers? I don't know. How much can that hurt? Probably a lot, but we'll find out. But if you have to literally stitch it, it's 2 different recovery times, like very different. I did not see that coming. If they just take the bone spur off, in 2 days, I can pretty much have full range of motion. I'm like, that's awesome! I want that! And he's like, what? But more likely you're going to have the other, in which you're going to be fairly immobile for like 12 weeks. Are you kidding me? Like, we're talking 2 to 3 months of not a whole lot of motion. I think I might go crazy. Yeah, I'll be fine. It'll all be good, right? Because no matter what, it's all a growing, learning, making me a better person, a more patient person, making me rely on others to help me. That is probably the hardest thing for me, is just asking for help. I know it's so hard for everybody. It's so hard for a lot of people. So that's going to be my challenge. And now I'm like, okay, how much can I get accomplished before the big surgery date? One exciting thing is I can exercise. I could lift on that side, but he's like, I'd keep it really light. And I'm like, so if I told you that 2 pounds hurts pretty severely, he said, then I would not do that. I would probably not even do the motions. So I'm going to leave Lefty hanging, sad arm that it is, with its Don claw. And the right is about to be a beast, because I'm going to need it. Like you and me. We're going to be besties. So I am going to, as long as my eyes cooperate, that's in a second, I'm going to dive into getting ready for the 4-day-a-week program. I'm so pumped. I should be able to get 4 weeks worth in. So therefore, I feel like I will be going into this feeling pretty strong and everything. And hopefully, you know, a week or two, I don't know, I didn't ask, I'm just going to probably see how it all goes. Hopefully a week or two, and then I could at least do the lower body half of stuff. You know, I could squat my butt off. That sounds fine. I can lunge-ish. The problem is balance without one arm sometimes gets tricky. We're just going to have to see. We'll see. Good Lord will get me through this, and I won't hurt anyone. But let's move on to hurting people. So if you've been following why I've been wearing glasses, yeah, I got pink eye. Really, really not happy about that. But if you have kids, you know the danger is lurking around literally every nook and cranny of their bodies. And they will sneeze in your face and cough and literally take a booger and wipe it on you anywhere, at any time. So it was only a matter of time. But anyway, so I got the pink eye, most likely from the little dude. And they gave me the eye drops. I took the antibiotics for the upper respiratory. I'm feeling really good otherwise. But the drops they gave me, I had an allergic reaction to. And it made the itching so much worse. So I had to stop taking those. And then my insurance denied the other drops. So I'm sitting in pink eye land, just waiting for the doctor's office to fax the necessary paperwork, which apparently can take 24 hours. Really? You're going to make me wait 24 hours with pink eye so that they can then finally say, or go back and forth some more, over whether or not I can have eye drops to clear this up. I can be calm about a lot of things, but when you mess with my eyes, I'm going to get pretty shitty. I don't appreciate it. It's eye drops. It's pink eye. It is not like I'm asking for you to give me a glass eye, which if you deny somebody a glass eye, you're pretty much an asshole. I'm going to say it. Yes, I'm to the point of cussing today because this whole situation is just making me really, 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 really mad. I just don't understand at all. And I know, because I talked to the pharmacy yesterday, that they faxed all the information back to my doctor early in the afternoon. And then the nurse tries to tell me, oh, we just got it this morning. Yeah, right. Don't give me that. And then apparently then she had to fax it to another department that authorizes it. And then they fax it to my insurance, who then probably faxes it to 16 different people. I'd love to just go to each and every one of those people and just rub my eye on their face. I said it, and I stand by it. Why would you make somebody suffer with pink eye? I wish pink eye on each and every one of them. And I'm not ashamed, Lord. I'm not ashamed. I stand by it. All right. But I'm happy about my shoulder. Well, I'm not happy because I really, I'm not pumped about the idea of, this is a whole different kind of surgery for me. I've had plenty of ear, nose, and throat stuff. And I've obviously had plenty of reproductive crap done. But this is the first time I'll have something where I have to rehab it. And where, like, I can't use a part of my body. I mean, like, I couldn't use a part of my body. But you know what I'm saying. I mean, thankfully, I'll be able to eat. Which, that was awful. I know. I really think... But here's the thing. Like, I've almost met my deductible, I think. I may have already even met it. So they're pissed that they're going to have to pay. But you know what? We pay 100% up until we meet that $3,000. And I have said, I will pay it out of pocket. I don't give a shit. I just want to move on from pink eye. Because we're looking at now, over a week. 8 days. 8 days I've had pink eye. And so then I have to keep going with the eye drops, still wearing the glasses, which... If you follow me at all, I am really not fond of wearing glasses. It's not a fashion thing. I don't care. Oh, I don't care. It's just, I don't like stuff sitting on my nose. And I don't like the nose pieces, if you were going to ask. I don't. Because I like to be able to, you know, stick them up here. Because at least then I can see stuff up close. And I don't like it getting stuck in my hair and ripping hairs out and all that jazz. But I truly, sometimes I think they see my name and they literally just go, I think she's making stuff up. And you know what? If I weren't me, I might go, this woman is a hypochondriac. But if you look at my stuff, God knows I couldn't make this up. I could not make up the fact that I have the snaggletooth bone spur. Where does that come from? I know, I am having a terrible week. And... at the end of July, I'll be seeing a colorectal specialist to look at getting a colonoscopy because I'm pretty sure I have colon polyps. So, because I can't poop. I don't know why anybody would want to mess with me right now. Like, honestly, but I think they're like, this is all too much all at once. This woman has to be one of those, what's that called? The Munchausen syndrome or whatever? I think they've probably always thought that because I think I've had the same insurance since it's the same school corporation from when I was a child to now. I'm pretty sure they just flag me, and anytime anything comes up that seems at all out of the norm, they think, I'm just gonna, let's mess with her. Just make sure she really needs this. I just want to go to their homes and show and let them feel my pain. Although you just can't. But yeah, I know. It's been a week. It really has. And I'm over it. The worst thing is it's beautiful outside and the bright light hurts my eyes. I've heard that that's a symptom of pink eye, that the bright lights get you. And so I hate being outside. It's really hard for me to drive because I'm very light sensitive as it is. But then I'm just like, I don't even want to leave the house. And that's horrible. That's no way to spend the summer. And I got 4 weeks less before this surgery comes up. I know. None of it's questionable. There should be nothing questionable about pink eye. Like, it's not like I'm asking for Lasix, which I'm not going to ask for. All I ask for is some treatment for pink eye. But you know what? This is the soap opera of my medical life, and it's fine. I mean, I'd rather it happen to me than somebody else, because I can at least have a sense of humor about it. And I no longer actually get on the phone and cuss people out like I used to, because, I don't know, I guess I'm a better Christian than I used to be. So I can just be like, you know, but by tomorrow, if I don't get the text that those eye drops are ready for me at the Kroger, I am going to probably rip somebody a new one the way my snaggletooth has ripped me one. All right, on that note, I'm signing off because y'all are probably like, girl, you need a drink. I might. There is a little bit of sangria left in a bottle that I think has my name on it. Because if I can't treat the pink eye, I might as well treat my liver. I don't know. Maybe the antioxidants will just heal me naturally. I don't know. Oh, my parents are calling. Thank you all so much for tuning in.